But moving on to new releases, and nobody I'm aware of is a Nazi sympathizer. The Matrix Resurrections. Please tell me you watched this dumpster fire of a movie. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I don't want to start with my negative opinion. Let me know. Tell me if you
no,
loved
that's
it.
okay. I didn't love the Matrix Resurrections, but I didn't hate the Matrix Resurrections. It was absolutely a Lana Wachowski fuck you to pretty much everybody. Like, I mean, they are shitting on Warner Brothers in the beginning of the movie. The Game Awards makes an appearance. Um,
Oh yeah.
there are a few things that I really love about the movie. Jonathan Groff as like the reincarnation of Agent Smith. I really like him. I like him as an actor. And when he yells Mr. Anderson and it flips between him and Hugo Weaving, I'm like, okay, that's pretty fucking cool. Yahya Abdul Mateen as Morpheus, it did not hit for me. I guess it's just because I'm so attached to Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
As
it's his fucking
Morpheus.
voice, man. It's his voice.
Yeah, right, and who is a great actor, and I loved him in Aquaman as Black Manta. He just didn't hit for me. Carrie-Anne Moss looks incredible. Keanu Reeves looked a little haggard in this movie. Is aging a little bit at this point, but I think it's just because he's next to Carrie-Anne Moss, and Carrie-Anne Moss looks literally as beautiful as ever.
She still looks as great as she did in the original series, plus obviously Daredevil, which will come up later.
But what a fucking shit show of a movie.
To me, it was. You're right. It was Lana's. It was like a love letter to the Matrix, which means it's also a giant big middle finger to everybody that tried to change it, or like put some spin on it, like video games and things like that. Like, I wonder how much control she had, her and her brother had over any kind of that part of the story. So, good for her.
I fully thought that we were getting punked through half of that movie, and that there was no Matrix, and that Keanu Reeves was just like Neo had just gone crazy. Like, I fully thought that for half the movie. I was like, am I getting punked? Like, is this not really a Matrix movie? And it's just like a whole play on the fact that he's mentally unstable. Then like they whole go into it, and I'm like, okay, all right.
The first time somebody used the word modal incorrectly, I was out.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what that is. That's not a thing, what you're saying. That's not, nope. Mm-mm. And I could, the minute that came out, I think it was one of the hackers, right? Oh, it's in a modal. Yeah. It's a separate modal. Nope. It broke me from the illusion. I was gone. Thanks, but no thanks. Next up, The Witcher Season 2.
I haven't watched it.
I have, and I will not binge anything crazy. All I'm going to say is
Is it good?
Dude, Michelle and I crushed it in like a day. We
couldn't
I can't
stop
watching it. Like, everything
Can
about
I bring
it
something
was
up
fun.
before you say what you're going to say?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to bring something up because you said before this came out that they probably couldn't toss a coin to your Witcher, and I heard there's a fucking banger in this season.
Yeah, there is. It's funny.
My man I heard there was a banger.
I was just dancing, and I looked at her. I was like, "It's pretty good." She's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." I sitting there trying to feed Margot. No, the only thing I think that was what people might bitch about is a little bit of like Siri training, and like how much more there was in the game versus what might have been shown.
It's a fucking TV show.
It's a TV show, right? So, but however, still great shit. A lot of good storyline. A lot of mythos is revealed. A lot of you finally realize what a Witcher really is, right? Whereas the first season doesn't quite sprinkle it out for you. This really spells out where they come from, why they exist, who they are. Yeah. So it's good. Definitely give it a go. The next one, The Silent Sea.
I watched the trailer for this right before we started because I had no idea what the fuck this was.
So many famous fucking people in this, dude. It was, I don't even want to say campy because the production was amazing. But then parts of it were fucking campy. But I'm here for it, okay? I love Buffy. I loved Angel. I love camp. Give me it all day. It's why Cabin in the Woods is such a great horror movie over and over and over again. Not because it takes place in the woods, which is where you would camp, but it's just got that campy vibe, but in space. And it's so many really good actors and such a weird kind of problem they're trying to solve. It looks like Mahaffey has 2 episodes left, I'm assuming, of Witcher, not the
Witcher.
Sea.
Yeah.
But no, this was definitely good. If you like Squid Game, Train to Busan, really anything that's come out of these studios in the past couple of years, give it a shot. It's, again, we binge this in a day. Like, we're like, oh, that was good. Cliffhanger. Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. And you just start to wonder all those little pieces. It was definitely good.
Hell yeah.
Moving one more on. I've only seen
We're
the first
blowing
episode.
through these, and I like it.
We're
Me
on
too.
pace.
I've only seen the first episode of Book of Boba Fett.
We're on good
I've
pace.
only seen the first. Yeah.
Somebody said to me, shout out to my brother-in-law, who said, yeah, I loved the first episode, except our boy Boba Fett got a little chunky in that Starlight pit. And I was like, you don't know what was down there. It could have been a high-calorie diet for a boy trying to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? He could have been just eating Starlight on his way up through the sand. Because you went from being
It's been like
real skinny.
35 years since Return of the Jedi.
I know. He's that guy though. He's a purist. He's like, I feel like he might have watched the sequels once just to be able to bitch about it lovingly. And then the prequels, of course, I don't know his opinion on those, but like I have a version of the first film, like the original silver screen with all the defects and like 4K that somebody like scanned frame for frame. It's like 11 gigabytes. And I was telling him about it, and I had it up. And he was like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know if it's the original, man. There's no way it could be. There's just one defect in the original movie. And I scanned to it, and it had it. And he was like, oh, shit. Like, he's that hardcore of a person about Star Wars. And when he was
I can't
like,
deal with people like that.
when he was like, our boy got a little chunky. I was like, man, really? He burned his way out of a huge snake thing with more teeth than I have. Like,
I would say shout out to our boy Patton Oswalt
yes,
for straight up predicting the whole thing.
the camera will fades down across the 2 suns of Tatooine, and then off to the side of the Sarlacc pit, the gloved gauntlet of Boba Fett. Dude, when they put it side by side, and it was even like on par with the pacing of the shot, you know
it was
they
incredible.
did that on purpose. They were like,
it was so amazing.
John Favreau. Good job.
The show, I will say, the first episode was good. It felt really slow. My brother watched it, and he was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It was like, go, go, go the whole time. And I was like, it kind of felt slow for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, like, I heard the second episode is a fucking banger. Like, I heard it pops off, and I'm really excited about that. But, like, the first one was like, this is cool. I'm really excited. Like, I'm excited for it. I'm more excited for, like, Kenobi and Ahsoka. Like, because the way that Ahsoka is left off in Rebels, I was like, and the way that Kenobi, like, we don't know what happened between fucking Return of the Jedi, or before A New Hope and after Clone Wars, or Revenge of the Sith. Not Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
That to me is actually kind of my biggest excitement as far as the Star Wars universe goes, just because I know, well, we don't know, but we're assuming that he might have an illegitimate child with a particular Mandalorian queen, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's right. Sabine Wren, right?
Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be dope. It'd be dope.
I bet Obi-Wan got it in. Obi-Wan definitely fucks.
I think they even, like, some nerd somewhere was like, look at the color of Sabine's hair, and then look at the color of his hair, and if you put them together, the Pantones are identically mixed together to be her son. And I'm like, that tracks for me. That tracks for me. It's good enough math. I don't need to hear anything else. I'm like, yes, it makes total sense. You know Obi-Wan. It's the same reason at the end of the final season of Clone Wars, spoiler alert, where Anakin comes out of that one room after talking to Padme, and there's Obi-Wan. He's like, did you tell Padme I said hello? And it's like, he knew the whole time, bitch. He knew the whole time you were getting it in. He ain't dumb.
Obi-Wan is no fucking chump, dude. Obi-Wan fucks, and he knows everything. Like,
yes. I think Obi-Wan's probably the perfect gray Jedi if we really gave him the chance. And then you
I
get,
agree.
Luke when Luke returned at the end of Mandalorian and just crushed that
Yeah,
robot.
I
I was
mean-
like, that's some dark side shit. Crushing is dark side.
Yeah.
Choking is dark side.
Yeah.
Oh baby. I love
And like, I mean, Rosario Dawson is like talking up fucking Ahsoka, called out Sky Guy, called herself Snips. I was like, fuck, I'm in. Like, I just want it. Hayden Christensen's coming back for fucking Kenobi. Like,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
Let's
He
go.
hasn't done shit since Jumper.
Let's go.
But like, I mean,
But he doesn't have to, man. It's like if he's gonna do it, he'll
he's
do
on
it.
that Star Wars money.
But
Absolutely
he's loving
not.
every minute of it. Like I saw him back at whatever
Oh,
kind
yeah.
it was, and you can just be like, yeah, he had time off.
He loves being back in.
He's fucking thrilled.
It's
Next
just like
up-
Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man, dude. He loves
right.
being Spider-Man.
Exactly right. Next up, season finale, end of that series of Hawkeye, which leads into our
This is dope.
final round. Dude, this was
Did you
definitely
finish
the
it?
best. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I thought this was the best Marvel show that had come out.
Trick arrows and all. I loved every minute of this series. Like even even her getting him to wear that fucking purple outfit. Like
Hey man, that's
and all
comic
the-
accurate, dude.
All the LARPers like trying to be, heroes or whatever. Like that was the
How about Florence Pugh holding the Marvel universe in the palm of her hand right now?
bro? Yes.
Her whole shit between her and Haley Steinfeld, like in the apartment, and
Yes.
then like at the end where she's in that incredible green jacket, with the single braid,
Dude, that
and
whole,
she gets slapped.
what was that? Like that's all.
It was so good.
Their banter, they're becoming best friends. You know what's happening. Like even like
Yeah.
when she's doing the whole like Kate Bishop, like, are you saying my full name because you want me to know everything about me? He said, "Do Kate Bishop," and she's like, "Oh, I made macaroni. I was waiting. You took too long. I made macaroni." And she's like, "You want some? It's very good." And she's like, "Yes, I know what boxed macaroni and cheese tastes like. It tastes delicious." And then finally with the hot sauce, yes.
How about D'Onofrio though? Like D'Onofrio coming back as Kingpin.
Bruh.
People were very upset by this because like
Which
they remember
part?
the Daredevil Kingpin, and like he's not the like
Come
he's the
on.
same fucking guy.
the same dude.
Like if you watch all of Daredevil, that man
He's the
is
same dude.
fucking like, and he's like he takes an arrow to the chest, he takes a car, he takes a bomb.
The cufflinks, the
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirt is comic book fucking accurate. It's plus he's such a big dude. Now everybody should know he's all muscle. I mean, it's not fat.
Yeah.
It's not a fat suit. It's supposed to be
Right.
just bulk
Yeah.
and mass. It's Thor. Powerlifting big dude. You're right. He took a fucking arrow to the chest. Was exploded.
Yeah.
And was just like, ugh, this sucks. And in the comic, that whole last dialogue with him and Echo, we know what happens.
Yeah, he goes blind and then comes
Yeah.
back. Yeah, I mean, Mike said Yelena needs her own project, and I
Facts.
couldn't agree more.
Hashtag
I will
facts.
watch Florence. I will watch Florence Pugh in anything now. She's incredible.
I literally, Michelle like missed 2 episodes. I'm like, you just got to watch this one scene with them, and you can watch the next episode. She's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right, that's great. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. Finally, our big one. I was emotionally compromised in the theater. For...
You're talking about Spider-Man?
Nope, for this one. For a home, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Dude, I watched it. I'm going to watch it again and again and again and again. It's such a perfect homage to all those people.
I
Just
can't wait
every
to
little
watch
tidbit.
it. I bought
Just
it.
sprinkles
really stoked
of
to watch
everything along the way. So enjoy.